Hello and good evening, everybody. I hope you all had a nice day, and I hope you're ready to do some async programming, because that's what we're doing right now. Hopefully, hopefully get it to work. Um, okay, just um. Okay, gonna mute my phone. Let's get it started. Okay, so one thing that's actually new is I have screen key running. Which I'm not sure if it's... Oh, it's pretty readable, I think. It's more readable on my OBS than it's on my screen itself. Hey Ergo! How are you doing today? Okay, wait, so wrong window. Let's get Docker running. Let's rename our session to data server ergo run. Not too bad, found an interesting bug in the API I've been running my free project against. Hey Cat Peasant, cool. I mean, bugs aren't cool, but cool that you found it. Let's see. Let's go to, I think it's Hardbot. Okay, so we basically need to rewrite the whole bot. It's better that I find it than some innocent users. Yeah, that's true. I totally agree. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so basically this just needs to go. Probably. At least I haven't found a way to I haven't found a way to dynamically pass in async functions and store them. So we'll just get rid of that and implement them manually, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So maybe we will find something, but yeah. Loud. Improper input validation is nice. Did someone just forget to validate it? Or was the validation itself wrong? Haven't looked at the code. That's a work problem. Yeah, understandable. That's totally understandable. Okay. So let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of the handlers. There's no register anymore, which is pretty sad, I think. Wait, there's still safe data somewhere? There is. So that's not needed anymore. And we do not need to save data here. That's for later. Okay, and we need to move all of them into the bot itself. Or do we? Yeah, let's hard code the functions and work our way from there. So pop enum commands, and we'll do one enum value per command. That's a bad idea. Shouldn't copy everything over. So we'll start with calc, because that's the first one. Let's do pipe. I'll just fix something on my screen key. Uh-oh, first is gonna be interesting. My boss's boss called a meeting with all the teams under him. Ooh. Spicy. So. Let's check out the settings. Because I think it's a bit overloaded. So let's see. Attempts to show the final result of key composition, dead keys, and then the intermediate output when composition is not shown. Okay, I think that's fine, I think. Backspace mode, normal, insert the backspace symbol. Okay. Bake, this simulates the effect of a backspace in text, okay. Okay, that's fine as well. Modifiers mode. Huh. So I can't clean it up further. Too bad. Okay, that will just have to live with what it is. It's like something reasonably big is bound to be happening. Yeah, probably. Probably. Okay, we did hype. Points. Mod. Top. Do I keep it too long? I think the window is just shown way too long. Steel. That can be commented out. Hype can be commented out. give. I have. So it's not only my dot files are in this repository, it's the whole scripts I use to manage my dot files. I can show it to you in a second, if you like. I'm having some issues with Rust to autocomplete, etc. Yeah, I basically have that in my config. I'm using NVIM 5. NVIM nightly with CUC, and it works just fine. Look. Unlock. The whole thing is so ugly. The whole screen key thing. Okay, then do hi. Commands, shout out. Let's rename to shout out. Okay, so that's everything. Let's see. I was using CSC Rust Analyzer, and all of a sudden it's taking 20 seconds to show completion, etc. Okay. That doesn't seem too fast. I mean, the first completion always takes a long time, because Rust Analyzer needs to load everything, and it is insanely slow, the first start. So if I AW, if I re-enter Vim and basically on save. Ooh. Okay, seems a bit faster now. Yeah, but it's not a big project though. Oops. Okay, let's see. What do I have configured? Yeah, so I'm basically using CUC. Same as you. I'm using Ale. So I'm using so many plugins. It's quite a bit. Hey, Space Fox. I got screen key today. Yay! It's ugly. Yeah, so one thing I did today was set my shell because Vim Dispatch made that slow. Because it seems that new Vim with fish seems to have some kind of performance problem sometimes. Okay. CC action, CC rename. Okay, that's not what I want. 29 times K. Good, more efficient, just do 20K. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop pressing chair K a billion times. It's just way too funny. Defaults. Yes, I think that's one of the things for Rust Analyzer I changed. The update time. So you could try to do that in your Vim config and see if that helps. No. Hey, Oscarolan. Set update time 001. Yeah, you gonna you gonna give it that time though. So no X, yes. Okay. 50 is a nice number though. Yeah, that's true. It's divisible by 5 and 2. So what's not to like? And 10. 10 2. 10 net. Just never let go of J. What update time are we talking about? NVIM. Okay. So what are you complaining? Name commands. Oh. GT Hardliner. I use 50 for mine. Well, I have it set to 300 milliseconds, which is more than enough. Those are not commands. If it works for you, then do it. Yeah, if it works for me. I basically said it once and didn't have a problem with it. So another performance trick I already is said was to set the shell to SH, because apparently there's a problem with fish shell and NeoVim in certain cases. At least it is for Vim dispatch. So oh, another stretch I missed. I'm gonna do the stretch now. Starting with a stretch. I need sounds for that. I'm an avid bash user. Where is my ban command? No, it's fine. It is fine. Okay, so what are we calling those? We need to rename either those commands or the other ones. So there's basically two types of command. One is a string to string match, and the other is a string to function match. And I think the string to string match isn't really a command. Autocomplete. But I make completions for all the shell. Stellaria use support for auto generation. Nice. I did my own completions. So I have two commands. VC, which is basically stands for Vim config, but it's more than my config now. So which auto completes to all my config directory and opens it with special flags. Oops. And the other one is P. Hey Fiscan, how's it going? How was your stream? Yeah, so basically the other one is P, which auto-completes my project directories. So I can do P to go to my projects, I could do P Rust to go to my Rust projects, and I can, for instance, do P Hardbot, press tab, and it will auto-complete to one of my Hardbot folders. I can use that. Was great, thanks. Nice. Thusly. Clip it and ship it. You're gonna make me work. It's not nice. Induction proofs. That's basically when you need to prove something, and you take a mathematician and you set him on the oven, which has an inductive plate on it, and then you heat the mathematician until he proves the thing you need. That's an induction proof, because you induce heat into the mathematician until he actually proved the thing you want. So that's how that works. Yeah, you just need to get a mathematician, but that only works for metal mathematicians. I mean, you can basically cheat and get a metal plate, but yeah, it works best with metallic mathematicians. So does it require putting something else on the induction first? No. So you just take the mathematician and put it, aka the metal plate. Yeah, if you have a metallic mathematician, you don't need the metal plate at all, but the thing is, those get kind of expensive. So computer. Do you heat your computer? I do. Preheating. So that when it heats itself. Yeah, that's true. Let's call those string commands. Let's not call those string commands. Let's rename those to string commands. Did that work? You need to get the mathematician drunk first with some strong alcohol. That's why it's called proof. See? Got to go grab some food. Yeah, enjoy your food. Time to go make dinner. Are you trying to make me hungry? It seems to work. Oh, so there is... handler allow list? Where does the allow list come from? Pizza time, my only weakness. Yes, I had lunch, so it shouldn't be that bad. Next to knives and guns. Whoa. Aren't you gun safe? And mathematicians, yeah. Nobody's safe when mathematicians are involved. Okay, so that's all fine. Yeah, go away hints. Dinner or ice cream? That's a good question. Why not ice cream and dinner? Well, the bullets only go for me, so kinda am a ghost now. So you ask Arctic Ghost Fox. Okay, if I have a handler... How do? So we will need... What do we need? What do we actually need? Is it from stir? How do you implement pause? Firefox, Rust, Parse, Impl. By the way, SpaceFox, when's the next Fox in the Box stream? Yeah, it is from Stir. Give me that. Wait, do I actually need this? No. For commands. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I do need it. Standard Stir. Actually do not care about any errors. I don't know when next stream is. So you're saying you're gonna stream tomorrow. Am I understanding that correctly? Yes, nice. Enough club, mate. Yeah, you're gonna be awake forever. So, Falk will pressing the wrong buttons again. I'm gonna try my best at a Ghost Fox icon now. Nice. Use commands. Is. Wait. Is Irasian still here? Did the update time thingy help with the speed? Also, what do you mean you try your best? You always produce insanely cool icons and emotes. So... Isn't there a derive thingy for that? Can't I derive from Spring? Wait, I probably can. Enum from string derive. Strum macros. That's the one I think. Okay. Yeah, that's the thing I want. So cargo add. What's it called? Strum macros. Derive. What are we deriving? Use from macros. Scrum macros are enum string CC restart every time fails to load. New standard string from sir. You happy now? No. Why not? Fail to resolve strum. Oh, do I need strum as well? Okay, that actually makes sense. Did I hear Scrum? No. I mean, Agile stream. Yeah, but we definitely will not do stand-ups or stuff like that. So also, we're always agile. Okay, let's restart COC again, because why not? So agile, many wow. So that's not needed. So let's see, message split next. Where does the allow list come from? I'm probably gonna need to redo all of that anyway. It will still... We'll put it here. And we will get rid of the no hacking thing, because of rate limiting reasons. Come on, hands. Can I flat map that? No. Can I flatten that? No. Huh. Let's do that instead. So let command equal, let command so result. It's also not named commands. What was I thinking? Command, which will be equal to user command.parse. Type mismatch. Strum parse error. Yeah, actually do not care about that at all. So, whatever. So, let's see. I feel like I should do a match instead. Don't know why. So some user command basically in all other cases return none. Yeah, on Thursday we'll continue with the emulator for the hacking challenge. By the way. Match I'm hardliner is cool. Print line, you know you are. Print line will never be reached. Yeah, you definitely got a will never be reached output there. So if it's okay and the command will do something, in all other cases will return none. I'm basically the none case, right? Okay. That already feels too indented. It's like we're writing Python here. Okay, wait. Let's rename that to comment result, so no one gets confused. Now in here we can just match on everything. So paste that. Go to the end, insert space equals down. So that's, let's see, 9 lines, 9 at Q. Do they all return something? They do all return something, I think. Let's go to a main file. Let's see if they really all return something. Okay. Returns in both cases. Returns. Wait, this only returns if it has the correct rights. Yeah, but if it's called, it returns. And he typed in his password and username on Twitch. No, I'm not gonna do that. I basically, if I need to install something, I have a separate screen, and there I'll do my things. Also, I can just press my super cool key combination, and you won't see anything anymore. When I press the key combination again, you'll never see it again. I already thought about that. So I was going to add one as well, but Toggle talked me out of it for the same reasons. Yeah, so you need to be you need to think about what you're doing. So yeah, bear never leaks. That's not what a bear does. Yeah, you basically either restrict yourself to never install anything and never log in on stream at all, which is okay, or you search for another solution and disable it. Actually, let's see. Maybe I will leak someday. Okay, so steal. Oh, stealing didn't return if it was successful. Yeah, but that's... we don't care about that, I think. Oh no! It does. So that also always returns something. I will be here and change your password then for safety. Nice. Just change your local sudo pass to something like Eat Me Twitch. Yeah, that's also something I was thinking about. Just changing your password for the stream and changing it back. So it would be really cool to have a stream, a special PC just for streaming, where it doesn't matter if you leak your password, because you'll just change it. But then you need to remember it and type it correctly. So... you have an amount. Okay, so that also always returns. I think everything always returns, kind of. Seems. Oh no, okay. Shoutout doesn't return. If my sudo password leaks, it won't matter. It's a one-off password, it's short and easy. So ABCD1234 bear. Yeah, 1234 bear 5678. CCF, HJKL. Yeah, so almost every time I do something in a virtual machine, my password is always ABCD1234. Just set your password to please sub to my channel. That would be a good idea. And hi Rexurf, by the way. Okay, go away runtime, go away cargo tumble. No, I do not like this solution. How do you have been lurking? Yeah, that's fine. Lurking, we're a pretty lurk-friendly stream, so as long as you're here, don't even. Okay, I already seen that Trump's password on Twitter was once you're fired. Yeah, but pardon me saying that, but Trump is stupid, right? So, execute stealth. What am I doing? I mean, I know what I'm doing. I'm pressing the wrong key. No cargo format. Okay. Yes, but the password only has been discovered due to leak from Twitter. Yeah, because nobody guesses such a stupid thing. Right? It's not something that's good on him or something like that. Hotbot source spot RS? Seems reasonable. Okay, return some whatever to string. It's now in my rockutxt. What's your rockutxt? Oh, those need names. Config. Data. What were the last two? Rockutxt is a password list. Oh. So you're a hacker. Did I just expose you? Name and message. Name. Message. Okay. Well, a white hat. I mean, Arctic Space Fox is a white. That sounds like an excuse to me. Hey, Yasmin, how's it going? How are you today? I killed the wrong file again. Main. Oh. No need for that. Doing good, yeah. I'm doing fine. Had a somewhat nice day today. So self runtime config, self runtime commands, self runtime data, I think, name and message. Do you like the modified emotes? Oh, wait, I haven't seen the one with the head. I think they're cute. I think they are cute. The only thing I would wish for is that they would let us create our own modifications, which would be pretty cool. Where's my ampersand key? No. Yes. That's a strange key to type. Whatever. But yeah, that would be fun. Yeah, that's also. I think Arctic Space Fox would really thrive with stuff like that. But it needs to be mutable as well. That's ampersand message. What's here? Exclamation mark. Smean and me would rock with them emotes. Okay. What are you up to? Oh, that's the space box. Got it. Because I'm up to bot development all day, all night, doing nothing else. No. I do work. Do I implement one function per match? I think I should. Hey Fluffy. So that's called. So where's... Oh, there's my alt key. What's up? I'm asyncifying my my bot. So that should be actually async. And are you complaining? Whatever. It's also async. Yeah, asyncifying my bot and struggling while doing it. That's what up today. Do I need a result for that? The output of this async functions found opaque type. Let's build and see what the error message is. What's up, Ergo? You still thinking about ice cream or dinner? I'm exhausted and still mad. Why you? Oh, but because of the doctor thing. Yeah, that's. You made the dinner. Oh, that's the problem. We need an await here. Which... Oh, that's annoying. Async. You made the dinner choice, nice. Yeah, the dinner is better than... well, it's not better per se, but... You know what I mean. Okay. Let's go with the match statement. If it's something, response. If it's something, return the something. It was the better choice at this point. I can have the ice cream later. Yeah, that's absolutely true. All other cases. All other cases do that. That seems to make the compiler happy, and if the compiler is happy, I'm happy. Handle message will await now too. Are you happy now? No, it's not happy now. Why though? What did you think I used match that much? What did you use instead of match? Because match is insane. Okay, why is this still complaining? Is this not async? It should be a Tokyo function, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get those way. No, I meant I didn't think I had used it as much as I did. Ah, okay, got it. What's the JK thing in the bottom of the screen? Oh, that's screen keys. Yep. I wanted to get it running for a long time now. But I was also kind of afraid to just leak my password. Which wouldn't be very cool. HTTP also cool. Yeah, also now you can see how little I actually use Vim. So try logging in somewhere. Maybe not. The thing is, we already figured out that Arctic Space Fox is a hacker. And it would make his life too easy if I would just leak my passwords. So we need an await here as well. And now it should be happy. Kind of happy. Still not happy. What are passwords? Are those things you use to log into stuff? Edge case. Yeah, passwords are edge cases though. Oh. No, wrong button. Wait, next. You should put the weight on the correct position, otherwise it won't work. Pro tip. Keys everywhere I can. Yeah, but for local sudo. Okay, so no complaining anymore. Now we can just implement. Just remove password for local sudo. I really thought about that. It could be a viable thing, but as soon as you do stuff from the internet, so if I just needed sudo for local things, like changing whatever, I would absolutely not mind just removing the sudo password because I already need to log into my machine, right? But I'm installing stuff from the internet as well, so not using sudo at all is not a good idea. Okay, so let's get that into here. Increment. You could limit it. Yeah, limit it to what though? Self.calc config string commands data name message, right? Oh, come on, BimWiki. You know, that's why I have done it. Yeah, so currently I just have a session running where my password is already entered. So if I need to install it, I can do it, but that's only the one terminal session right now. I could also just disable the thing, right? So now it's disabled, and now it's enabled again. That's also a thing I could just do. Okay, so let's see. So now we could get rid of everything we don't need, actually. Which would make the API easier. What if you only have screen key when NVIM is running? The thing is, screen key doesn't support that out of the box. Also, screen key doesn't support telling me if it's on or not, so it probably could be improved with something like that, but I understand that it's not that easy. points. That's a good software. I mean, it does exactly what it's supposed to do. Let's ignore mod for now. Where is it? Also will ignore top because I do not have support for that in the database server. Everything else should kind of work. So let's see. Is it vsplit? Is vsplit. So I'm kind of starting to get all the Linux, starting to use all the Linux things. So tmux and splitting and stuff. Which is completely useless because I can read it from up here, but whatever. So we have done calc and points. That's give, lurk, unlurk, high, shoutout commands. Give, lurk, unlurk, high, shoutout commands. Let's get a few closing brackets. Oh, come on. Should be most of it. Can we rate limit that for a user? I'm thinking about doing something where how do I explain this? So I have an idea where if you type !lurk, you'll put yourself into lurk mode. While you're in lurk mode, you can not lurk again, basically. And while you're in lurk mode, you will still get points even though you're not chatting. And if you unlurk again, then you'll get more points, but only when you're chatting. So you can do an !lurk, get into lurk mode, still get points for lurking. Hey, Redrainer. And when you're done lurking, you'll do unlurk and you'll get more points. Yeah, and we have Nightbot too right now. Space Fox is so far ahead. I think I'm also gonna remove the give command for now. Yeah, I think I think Togglebit gave you basically all his points. Yeah, you need to do steal and the person, but no one ever stole anything on my channel. That crazy good man. Yeah, that's true. That is true. 0.8. That's so far away. Yeah. Yeah, there's also no me command right now. Okay, so we've done calculate. Believe hype how it is. We'll skip points for now. Let's do the easy ones first. Let's run the typing game. Ooh. Wait, no, 0.3 is also insanely far away. Oh, that's some auto-generated stuff again. Let's do Hardboard Sewers then. Equal for 50 words, 93%. I'm happy. Little stealing from yourself is allowed. I mean, it is allowed, but the worst that can happen is that you steal stuff from yourself and you have the same points after that. Also, let's see, Hardbot. So that's your steal chance. You need to roll below 0.001. Don't know what's wrong. What's wrong with what? So what is the roll between? 0 and 1. Thanks for the point. I'm not happy with stealing. I really am not happy with the stealing at all, and we wanted to rework it because you have to hit not 0 exactly. You could do 0.0009 for instance, would be okay too. Ooh, 0.1. I'd round that to 0. Yeah, and okay, wait. Do I have something with bot in here? I have many things with bot in here. Ooh, I already did that. Yeah, it's call it just whatever. Tax on giving points. I hope you're happy now. Wait. We are crediting Arctic Space Fox, and Bear Cool Cow says Muma for that. And also Togglebit, to be completely honest, because he also likes to give away all his points. So if anyone complains about losing points when giving it to others, I will just say, well, you are the reason. Let's do 5% tax. That at least that would be a way to remove points. right? Because now nobody can remove points. And put the amount in a winning game, you know, like Lotto. I don't wanna do gambling on my bot right now. 32. And every Friday stream, there will be a number roll. Yes, we can. Yeah, so right now I don't wanna do gambling. I might add it to the Polybot because that's a completely different story. It's gambling to bot gets banned by EU. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting banned by the EU. I mean, maybe I'll get even banned by the EU. I mean, who knows? Buy drugs, all that's fine. I don't have any problems with drugs, but no gambling. I mean, Brexit. Yeah, exclamation mark Brexit. So no Brexit. I'm done with that. Okay, so let's do shout out. That's the right key. Get name from one. Ostrexit. Yeah, that's a bad idea. EU is hacking too, I see. Yeah, obviously. So get name from string. Cat exit. Yes, the whole hacking message will vanish once we'll transition to the new bot. Because the new bot should be used for or can be used by other streamers as well. And we're gonna get rate limited. This isn't the duck stream. That's true. If you're searching for the duck stream, try exclamation mark duck. Ha! Got him. Sorry. Oh, that was stupid. Duck stream. I thought it isn't. Debated, yeah. Going from the 10 views I have to 0 because they all thought this is a duck stream somehow. Let's get this going. Also, toggle bit is another reason why I have the screen key thingy, so he can get annoyed about my lack of Vim functionality usage. You're terrible Vimness. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. So we don't have the handler names. Where do the handler names come from? Oh, wait. Repeating my keys faster. Bigger Vim skill. Yeah, that's true. Undo bad Vimming that was. And nah. So go away. I'm also using the mouse sometimes. Nobody complains about that. We do have enum string. There is an enum iter. That's the thing I want. Oops. Surprised you haven't cranked up your repeat rate with all those JKs. Yeah, that scrolls too fast. Enum iter. Yeah, the repeat rate is stutters. It's awful. I really don't have a problem with that. CUCD. Huh? Oh. Meh. That's boring. That's so fast and efficient. Who wants that? Teaching you Wim Fu. You cheap better. I mean, I know about all those. I just don't use them. Okay, let's use a few more. So command it not clone. Wait. Everyone knows everything, yet they still don't do it. Yeah, that's true. So it is iter. I need to bring the trait into scope. Okay, let's bring the trait into scope. I can do that. Most of the times I'm just not thinking about it. That's the biggest problem. Map. Is there a command to string? No. There is a toString though. Okay, so toString. That's not what I wanted to press. I know OpenGL inside out, I just choose not to exercise my skill. Sure, I believe you. We need an into iter? No. Yes? No. That's stupid. Maybe I should finally get rid of all those structs and enums in my client file. Yeah, who needs structs anyway? So what are you complaining about? But all you will have is a file of empty. Yeah, but the less code you have, the less bugs you have, right? Though they can go live elsewhere. Clean code, you mean? Will your on-screen keys dodge sudo? Nope. They won't. There is a key combination you can press, which is basically left and right shift at the same time. Then no keys will appear. When I press it again, they will appear again. But I decided to just keep a sudo terminal open. If he turns it, yeah. They can get a struct and the enum file. I mean, that's also kind of boring though, right? Just don't use any structs at all. Is it hooking a specific terminal? If you type elsewhere, doesn't it capture? Oh, no. It captures everywhere. But I have a special terminal where I just don't need to type sudo. That's that's the point. The found closure what? Mismatch type? What? Oh. Huh? Oh. No. Collect. And that's gonna be vec or whatever. You happy now? Seems it's happy now. Yeah, it's not safe, basically. Still learning to type on the keyboard, it seems. Kind of. I mean, most of the times it works pretty well. But then I tried to Vim properly as well. March 22, still learning to type on the keyboard, it seems. I'm gonna do the typing game. At least I now have already switched to... It's the wrong key combination. To using Tmax a bit more, so I don't need to switch workspaces that often. And... Oh. I pressed restart. Okay, let's do one more. It's the same thing again. Okay. Okay, now it's not. Now it's the real try. Everything else was training. I'm happy. 50 words, 53 words, 100% accuracy. Let's rename that to TCC, because why not? And we'll do a hydrate. One hydrate, please. Log champ. Okay, so now let's do the point stuff. Wait. Visually in braces? See, I'm not that bad with Vim. Where's the default streamer name? Why did I define that? Default streamer. So in config, okay. I also unbound my key binding for quitting Vim. because I was always accidentally quitting out of Vim. So space Q does nothing now. It's the big nothingness. Let's use create config streamer name, please. Oh, I already have that. Back. Space Q is such a good keybind though. Yeah, it's pretty cool for quitting out of Vim pretty fast. I'm gonna do a stretch. Gonna do a big stretch. Left, right. Wait. Left, right. That's the right directions. But not for quitting. Yeah, who wants to quit anyway, right? How are you doing, Peyton? How's your game coming along? Quick fix sounds nice. Control AW. Let's go here. Whatever. Defaults / leader. That's not how you spell leader. Leader Q. So C open. Oh no. Slowly, you more to various interruptions to the game itself. Yeah, interruptions are the root of all evil when it comes to programming. But the good news is I do not currently see any mice walking above me yet. In the game or in real life? A bit confused. It's not capital. It is capital if you use Vim Dispatch. Vim Dispatch has a different thing with capital C. But if I want to use the capital C one, I need to move it. I should actually do that. Throw it down. Where to put it? Where do I put it? Let's do it here. I'm gonna open my quick fix list all the time. In real life, they're one of the interruptions. Okay, that's understandable. So, Vim reload, space Q. Okay. Make. Build. Cargo build. Failure to... Okay, space Q. Oh yeah, it has build errors. That makes sense. Mice are great pets. Yeah, if you bought them, maybe. Free mice are even better, save money. No, it's two string. Let's do 2 string. Why does it even take a string? Oh, because it needs to clone it anyway. Okay. Never mind then. And maybe if I get a disease from one of them, I'll getting my pre-existing condition that makes me COVID vaccine eligible. I mean, maybe? Why did I close my window? My split. Okay, whatever. Okay, so let's ignore give as well for now. So many ignored commands. GCC. Wait, the give command is also something that needs to be implemented server-side. Otherwise, we would have a race condition too. So I need to do top and give as server command. Let Clippy look at my code or not. Always let Clippy look at your code. Clippy is love. Clippy is life. So self points config string commands data name message dot await. Rid of that. But Clippy's gonna yell at me just after done fighting the compiler. Doggos are true cuddle fluffers. Yeah, I mean you can get doggos and mice. I think both are cute. That was too much. What? Thankfully, not all that much compiler fighting with this thing. Dogs, imagine having dogs running around in the ceiling. Oh, toggle bit. You know, we do have a log command now, if you want to log me. Well, that's when the Doom soundtrack starts playing the real Empus showed. Yeah, do run Clippy though. Okay, so you don't need to fix everything if you don't like to, but running Clippy is a good idea. Let's remove all of that. You happy now? Okay. Oh, I need to use the correct functions as well. Ceiling. Clearly just want seals in your ceiling. Okay, lurk. Unlurk. I shout out commands. Now. v/message. Hello, Rust Analyzer, you there? Just make sure to reinforce your ceiling well. It has also no facepalm command. Okay, Rust analyzer. Tell me my warnings. Just those two. Okay, I can do that. So that was config and commands. Okay, lurk next. That's config, commands, and data. Config, commands, and data. Unlurk is probably the same. Oh, it doesn't even need the message. Yeah, that makes sense. Soon time to go and look up how to compile for other platforms. There is a Rust tool to help you with that. Name. There are other platforms. Rust cross compile. Is it Rust cross? Or it's either Rust cross. No, it's not Rust cross. 5 years ago. Because I've heard of this magical land where nothing works called Windows. Yep. Maybe it helps. I think there is another crate, something with an X in it. Name, DT, race. So everything but the message. Everything but the message. And the last one, which needs only the string commands. Okay, let's see. Rust hardbot source bot. General. Shout out. Cool, gonna read about that later today then. Gotta finish first. Yeah, finishing first is a good idea when it comes to cross-compilation. Having something that works. Shout out short and comment prefix. It's gonna be a char. That's gonna be a char too. Okay, let's see. That's gonna be self runtime config general comment prefix unwrap or exclamation mark. unwrap or I said so. Seems okay. Self runtime config general command prefix 23 times repeated the key move. Showing the keys is really something. Yeah, maybe I even learn how to use Vim properly. Wait. 26. Is it a high score now? Because someone pulls you into learning. I mean, Togglebit already did that. Command prefix. New 41 beat that. But how he might get help from chat. Yeah, almost 42, which I was actually aiming for. So, command prefix. Okay, let's make build. It seems to be compiling. Fixlist, let's see. Warning, warning, warning. Not a single error. Ooh, 42 times. Okay. I didn't know. If this continues on, Togglebit is gonna have a heart attack by the end of the stream. I'm already having one. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm actually not sorry. Okay, let's cargo run you. Every time I forget. Diesel setup and run migrations. Thank you. Cargo run. So currently nothing is persisting at all. So let's run the bot. Now I should be able to do $points. And it actually does a shout out. Nice. Shout out to points. Oh. Why? That's the command prefix. The shoutout prefix is should be a £. That doesn't make any sense. Oh. Yeah, let's not. Can go now as well. Need to await that. Why did I'm Hotbot mess up the shoutout? Let's see. Hotbot config general. Okay, so here is nothing set. Let's run it again. See, do we shout out points again? We do shout out points again. Why? What am I doing? What am I pressing? Points? Never get your words in. Oh, wait. That needs to be... let's command prefix equal to runtime. I'm gonna let it run longer, okay? Self general command prefix unwrap or that should be a default character. Default command prefix do the same here as well. Command prefix. What happened here? Yeah, next time I'm gonna let it run, so you can send your comment as well. And the runtime will have command prefix char and a pub shoutout short char, so we don't need to recalculate that every time. Shoutout short, shoutout short. Shout out short. Oh. Pub const key colon ampersand string equals, that's not true, char equals Vimv key. Don't get on my nerves, please. So the default comment is a $, that's a pound sign. Now in here, don't care about that anymore. Let's just self runtime shoutout short. And that's self runtime comment prefix. Okay, comment prefix and shoutout short. Okay, let's build again. Seems good. Yeah, seems good. So let's run the server again. So Togglebit, do dollar points. Now's your time. Well, almost. Why do you shout out points? Wait. No, that's a pound. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, that's the problem. Cargo install dash dash. I haven't updated the bot. That's why the shoutout thing isn't working correctly. That's the other bot is the other bot is writing the shoutouts. Which actually makes sense. So talk a bit. If you want to stream in 45 minutes, I would rate you to turn it around for once. One late night stream? Question mark. I'm dead inside. I'm sorry to hear that. But it's understandable. After 8 hours of stream and dealing with OpenGL, I would be dead inside too. But hopefully we can stream. Togglebit or me? There will most likely be a Saturday stream. Oh, so are you not done with something? So now the dollar points. It does print it. Oh. I think I know why. Skip while, self, runtime, current prefix. I think that should be it. No. Self. Okay, so that needs the... What does that actually need? Config? No. The runtime itself. But I do not have the... Hey Phil! What do you use to check which streams are online? Yeah, there's Twitch search. And I started using Beamstream again. So if you want something graphical, you can go to Beamstream, go to Needs Love, type in Rust, and you find a young bear cool guy says Muma doing Rust streaming. Why am I not showing up? Oh, because I don't have programming. Oh. Okay. Now I get it. Wait, I could just do... Let's get those down here. You got everything but I got any percent. Yeah, I think they added software development, which is new. Were you in Togglebit stream? Me? Or Phil? Mute, runtime. I'm a mod at Togglebit stream. I saw this name. Yeah. So I'm chatting in Togglebit stream regularly, and I try to mod as good as possible. Hardliner would never be in Togglebit stream. Yeah, what a pleb. Yeah. So if it, thanks for the follow, Psychro. So if it wasn't for Togglebit, I probably wouldn't stream at all. So he basically bullied me into streaming. Runtime data. Okay. Mute runtime data. Mute runtime. It's not mute though. That's wrong. Come on, Wimbiki, it's the 10th time already. So he's got a track record of getting you to do things, so maybe you will actually learn Vim. Never. Runtime. Is it just commands? I think it's just commands. Yeah, no, it's all fine though. Where am I? So you just need the runtime now. And the name and the message. Okay. 112 shade, it has to be reckoned. Maybe the screen key thing is open source. And maybe we can get it to write stats out to some file and make the bot display them if you want to see them. So Okay, what was I working on right now? Oh yeah. This thing. So we need the comment prefix as a char. What am I pressing? CD and CU from the beginning up and down. Let the boot J and K rest. No. J and K are my favorite keys. Oops. Okay. Okay. Runtime. Count prefix. JK are great if you're close. I mean, wait, let's see. So the file is less than 200 lines. I'm always close. Okay, that should be everything now. Let's run the bot again. And hopefully the lines is in eternity. Ooh, I currently have 0 points. Ooh. Okay, let's get another window. Data server. Ooh, nice. Cargo run bin client. Cargo, let's see. Let's see if it works. Yes, you have 7 points. Nice, so it does work. So now I should be able to do I am hardliner, add points, do that. And now I'm rich. Don't lie to me, I have 8 points. Are you sure about that? I think you're having 11 points. So who's the one lying? Okay, so it basically does what it's supposed to do, which is great. Really, I'm really proud of what we did today. Finally being able to get the points. Reward me for being silly in Twitch, okay? Yeah, let's give Ergo let's give you minus 100 points. What? Oh. I mean, isn't that what you wanted to? Integer types. You're the only person in my chat with negative points. I meant the bot rewards me for being silly. Yeah. That's what it's supposed to do. Reward silliness. So I don't think that's enough points. I really don't. Signed integers was a waste. I mean, it should be unsigned integers, but I don't see an unsigned integer here. Scale of 4. What's the scale thing? Can store numbers with a large number of digits and perform calculations exactly. This is especially recommended for storing monetary amounts and other quantities where exactness is required. Yeah, I don't need that though. Don't think there are unsigned integer types. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, let's see. You can create your own integer type. The thing is, do we need to? Do we really care? We do not need to. We do not care. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking about. So, let's start with the migrations. Just limit us to small int points. Take no scaling into account for points. Yeah. I could just store them as a string and pass them as we go. That's the wrong file. Come on. No, that's the wrong file. Up. So that was big int, right? Was big int. It was big int. Can we constrain the points to never be negative? So we could do something like that. Let the numbers overflow. And make sure it's copied. See if we can get 200. Too much. I wanted to get exactly 200. So should we do a domain for our unsigned int? Just for the fun of it? So basically, what are you talking about? I don't even know how to explain that badly. I know too little to explain that badly. I'm sorry. Gonna refund you the points. I know there is no need for a domain, but it would be more efficient to store it that way. Yeah, but then you lose basically half of all your numbers you can store. And what's an... Just in reference to you talking about constraint to be positive. Oh yeah, yeah. So we could just constrain it. Something like that. Or we really just don't care and use that. I mean, that's 1,000 million billion. It's already insanely big. You know what? Let's just use a big int and be done with it. Wow. That's rude. That's really rude. The only thing more rude would be to type colon exclamation mark Q, or was it Q exclamation mark in chat? I think that's the only thing that would be more rude. CC. Okay, so that's an i60, should be an i64 now. Quit and sleepy. What? Diesel, no. Diesel migration redo. That's not good. Users and user data. Okay. Now the i64 is running as well. Okay. Wait, that's still here? Remove proto. Okay, let's go to client. i64. Same thing. Start with the proto stuff. Okay, that's done. Wrong button. Lib 2. It's an i64 now. Next. Next. Okay, so cargo bill the that works. CD data server. Oh. Build. 64 now. It's also an i64. Okay, did build. Did run. Let's see, where's my run? See how many points Erge has. Erge has 0 points. Let's restart the bot. Let's not restart the bot. Okay, let's run the bot again. Last test. Points. 0 points. I have 1 point. Okay. Trying to SQL inject. Oh, you can't SQL inject. It's currently impossible to SQL inject. Oh. That's what you mean. Okay. Just checked what he wrote. No, we were talking about constraints, and I basically just ignore all constraints. No, I don't ignore all constraints. I shouldn't. I should actually do the check thingy. Thanks for reminding me. The one thing I actually missed. So that's in source. It's not in source. It's in migrations. Initial setup. Up. Nope. Wrong file again. So, do I just do that? Or do I do that like so? With the points. You shouldn't have a match statement. Okay. Okay, let's do migration redo. Well, if that is better, I was using it. Ah, okay. Yeah, sometimes iflet is really the better choice. Okay, so now I should be able to run that. Go to that, say add points -100, and should get an error. Message oops. Message oops is a good one. I have to give up the tally to the wife now. Have a good one. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna end soon and raid a bear or something like that. So okay, Ergen now has 100 points. That works. Ergen now has 0 points. That works. That doesn't work. Okay, I'm happy. Control AW. Let's start. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Still convinced Toggle doesn't sleep. What am I trying to do? Okay, let's quit out of here. Okay. Kill session. Yeah, kill session. Git add. Git commit. Hardcode functions to get points. That's not all we did. Please don't use Git messages like that. But it's already getting late and it's time for me to raid someone. So let's see. Is Bear still streaming? I hope he is. He is. So let's go to Bear stream. Okay, I'm gonna start the raid. I hope you had a great time. I hope you enjoyed the stream. We did get a lot of things done. I'm quite happy with how everything is working, and yeah, we'll continue tomorrow. See how it goes. Yeah, basically have a good night, and we'll see each other tomorrow. Bye.